Hello everyone, thank you for joining us once again on the channel that brings you nothing but authentic and verified news happenings around the country. We'd like to say a very big welcome to each and every one of you. If you're joining us for the very first time, please do well to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Now, to all of our existing subscribers, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our posts as they come your way. Thank you and God bless you. On today's report, CBN, no directive to banks to collect old 1,000 naira, 500 naira notes from customers. Well, we know that in line with the recent Naira redesign policy, there has been a lot of scarcity of money around the country. Now, these has led to various protests in various states and various regions of the country. Now, and we know that it actually has led to a lot of violence and a lot of issues around the country. And that actually did urge the president to give a nationwide broadcast on Thursday, where he asked that to ease the cash issue, the cash flow issue, the CBN should reissue and bring into usage the old 200 naira notes alongside the new 200, 500 and the 1,000 naira banknotes for the next 60 days. And like he said, all of the existing old 1,500 naira becomes invalid as a legal tender in the country. And he says, in line with Section 23 of the CBN Act, all of the old 1,500 naira notes still remain redeemable at the CBN and designated point. Now, we know that after that nationwide broadcast and all of that, we got to see a lot of news reports saying that the CBN had directed various banks to collect the old 1,000 naira and 500 naira notes from customers, which of late banks had actually stopped collecting them from Nigerians. Now, there was a time frame for Nigerians to be able to take their old notes to the bank, and now that time frame had elapsed. But we did see news reports online. We did see a lot of reports and media writes up saying that the CBN had directed that banks should collect the old 1,000 naira note and the 500 from customers. And we even saw some banks saying they were going to open up today, which is a Saturday, which is not a working day, so that they will be able to collect all these old notes from customers. But now the CBN has actually come out to say that they didn't give any directive to any bank to collect the old 1,000 naira notes and 5 from customers. That all of those news reports that we see are actually fake news, and it was not directly from the CBN. Well, we're going to go into the details of today's report. Let's see what the CBN has to say and which are the verifiable means and collection points for all of these old notes, so that as much as those that still have these old notes with them, they can actually redeem them at the various locations. Well, into the details in full. The Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, on Friday refuted various media reports that it had authorized the deposit money banks, the DMBs, to collect the old 500 naira and 1,000 naira banknotes from customers and members of the public. Now, the Central Bank of Nigeria's Director, Corporate Communications Department, Mr. Osita Wanisobi, disclosed this in a statement. He said, "The attention of the Central Bank of Nigeria has been drawn to some fake and unauthorized messages quoting the CBN as having authorized the deposit money banks to collect the old 500 naira and the 1,000 naira banknotes. The Central Bank of Nigeria clarified that for the avoidance of doubt and in line with President Muhammadu Buhari's broadcast on February the 16th, 2023, the CBN had been directed to only reissue and recirculate the old 200 naira banknotes at legal tender for 60 days up till April the 10th, 2023. The CBN added, members of the public should therefore disregard any message or information not formally released by the Central Bank of Nigeria on this subject. Media practitioners are advised to please verify any information from the correct sources before publication. Well, that is it on the details of today's report, and we can see now that the CBN is saying that they never gave any directive to deposit money banks to collect the old notes and from the public. Now this brings us to where was this information now generated and circulated from, because it was all over the media. There were media news reports online saying that the CBN had given the directive to banks to collect the old 1,000 naira notes and 500 naira notes from customers. Now, the central bank is saying that in line with the president's order there, when they asked to reissue and recirculate the old notes back into the system for the next 60 days. And they never gave DMBs the authority to collect the old banknotes from customers. I think it still boils down to the fact that only the CBN is still the redeemable point for the old notes to be paid in back by various customers and members of the public. Well, this actually helps that we should always make sure that every information which we get to see online, every information which we get to read online, should be vetted properly before they are broadcasted and passed on to others. Well, that's all we can take on the details of today's report. Until we'll come your way next time with more news happenings around the country, please do well to stay safe. Bye-bye.